Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Steins 0. In the last episode, Suzuha Mane was busy having a shower when an unknown intruder appeared in the Future Gadget laboratory while Daru was away. The same mystery intruder who just so happened to be spying on Suzuha and Faris and taking note of the time machine on the roof of the radio building. Suzuha put up an incredible fight, but our mystery intruder is no slouch either. But Suzuha has reason to believe that our intruder is actually the missing Kagari Shina from 1998. He's been missing for 12 years now and has finally reappeared, it seems, given the fact that this woman is after Kagari's memento, the very green Upa that used to belong to the Mayuri Shina of 2036. So now Suzuha and Kagari are both exhausted. She forced herself to stand up, gasping hard as she did so. Kagari's breathing was heavy too. Her right arm was pointed in an impossible direction and hanging limp. She wouldn't be able to use it for a while, probably. So he dislocated her right arm, but her left arm was still holding the knife. Certainly seems that way. She's no longer the 10-year-old that we saw in Suzuha's flashbacks. But even then, when Kagari assaulted Suzuha, she knew things that no 10-year-old girl had any real right to know. Suzuha glared at Kagari's face, not that she could see what it looked like behind that helmet. So he can't see Kagari's expression. Although Kagari is completely dressed in a, is completely dressed for the occasion, Suzuha unfortunately is not. The two of them fell silent as they tried to catch their breath. The tension in the air was so thick it was difficult to move a muscle. Sweat rolled down her forehead and into her eyes. She still didn't blink as she waited for Kagari to make her next move. It was the sound of the front door opening that broke their stalemate. Oh, it's Daru coming back. Now two things could either happen. Suzuha could have the advantage and be able to deal with Kagari, or Kagari could have the advantage and completely barrel over Daru and escape. But Suzuha believes that Kagari is planning to further sabotage her attempts to reach Steins Gate. Of course, as a little girl, her actions did kind of make sense given the fact that she didn't want the future that she'd known, aka the future with the Mayuri in which she was adopted, or to whom she was adopted, I should say, to disappear, because that's what will happen. Of course, Suzuha failed to mention that in its place is a world where Kagari's parents never died, where Mayuri and everyone else won't have to die because of World War III, but we still have to wonder what happened to Kagari in those final moments before she disappeared in 1998. Yeah, that's definitely Daru, and that's probably bad news bears for us. Suzuha felt a chill run down her spine when she heard Daru's voice. Yeah. Yeah, that's bad. She yelled at the exact same instant he turned on the lights. Oh. The sudden brightness was enough to make Suzuha flinch for an instant. Unfortunately, Kagari is wearing a helmet, and that's not good. Kagari was wearing a full face helmet, and that made all the difference. She leapt towards Daru just a moment before Suzuha. Yeah, bad timing on your part. Kagari's black knife went up to his throat. That's not good. Kagari spun behind him, using Daru's huge body as a shield. Suzuha staggered towards him, gritting her teeth. Well, this is incredibly awkward. First of all, Daru being used as a hostage by Kagari, although Daru doesn't know that because he couldn't be able to tell who Kagari is, given how she's dressed. And speaking of dressed, Suzuha's clothes are all lying strewn about in the other room, on the floor of the shower. But the silver lining, I guess, is that Daru will be too frightened to make any of his usual advances. But our impasse has changed. Suzuha definitely means business. The Kagari isn't responding for some reason. But Kagari remained silent as she headed outside the door with her hostage. And then in the next moment she shoved him forward. Well, she got away. Daru lost his balance and fell towards Suzuha. Suzuha fell to the ground underneath his weight. Daru just barely managed to support himself with his arms and legs to keep from crushing her. Suzuha tried to shove him off, using a little more force than she may have intended. But Daru was so huge it would take him a moment to get up. Sorry, Daru. She was getting away. I think she got away. She somehow managed to crawl out from under him and quickly tried to follow after Kagari. Unfortunately, I think that Kagari's motorcycle was outside, given the fact that that's how she arrived. Daru was still lying on the ground as he tossed the naked Suzuha's shirt. She grabbed it and quickly put it on, then ran outside. Or at least he has some modicum of clothing. But that's not gonna help. But when she looked around the street, the girl on the motorcycle leathers wasn't there. There was no way to know even know where she'd gone. Well, that's unfortunate. It'll be dangerous to run around trying to find her now. There was a chance Daru would be attacked while she wasn't at the lab. Suzuha seems to think so. The evidence does point to her being Kagari. Daru came outside as well. Although we're not 100% certain.
そっか。
Daru seems to understand the situation.
結局あの子とはこうなっちゃうんだな。
The bruises and wounds were bad enough, but the pain that ached in her heart was the worst of all.
私さ、あの子のことは本当に好きだったんだ。
うん。
She's not a little girl anymore.
まゆ姉さんを守るためにいつも頑張ってて、私もそんなあの子にいろいろなことを教えた。きっと妹みたいに思ってた。
Unfortunately, your own nature made her a little afraid of you.
うん。
けどあいつはもう完全に敵だ。
But how and why? How did it come to this? I doubt we'll find out the answers anytime soon. Daru straightened up her shirt sleeves.
今の鈴葉、なんかエロゲーの地上キャラっぽい格好になってるよ。
That joke was in terrible taste, Daru. Suzuha was caught completely off guard. True, her t-shirt only came down to just below her hips, roughly the length of the mini-skirt. Her breasts were almost completely bared. The shirt's hem was turned up, and she felt exposed.
まあ僕は地上物も結構いける口なんで、乱れた裸 T シャツというのもありといえばありですが、むふー。
Now is not the time, Daru.
またそうやってふざける。大怪我してたかもしれないのに。
But Daru shook his head.
僕さ、さっきはナイフ見て騒いじゃったけど、でも怖がる必要なかったんじゃないかなって。
Yeah, I actually do think that you did.
あれがもし僕の聞き間違いじゃなかったら。
Daru rubbed the part of his neck where the knife blade was.
ナイフを突きつけられてた時、ほんの少しだけど聞こえたんだよ。
You mean she spoke to you?
何が？
彼女、多分泣いてた。
So under that helmet, Kagari was probably regretting her action to use Daru as a hostage. Crying under that helmet after that whole battle with Suzuha, while holding a knife to Daru's neck. But why?
だからさ、決めつけるのはまだ早いんじゃね？
父さん。
You may have a point there, Daru.
ん？
アイス買ってきてくれた？バニラ。
And now it's Suzuha trying to lighten the mood.
ああ、もちろん。
食べたいな。私ちょっと疲れちゃった。
That's probably for the best. And then she almost fell forward. I think Suzuha's pretty exhausted from that encounter with Kagari. Daru managed to catch her before she hit the ground.
おい、 Suzuha?
We should take her back inside.
ごめん、平気。でも少しだけ休ませて。
And then Suzuha falls asleep from exhaustion. That was all she had the energy to say. She closed her eyes in her dad's arms and her consciousness melted away. And now we're back with Rintaro once again. When July came, the sun shone down even harder on eastern Japan. Summer was truly here. And in another 25 days, it will be 1 year since the death of Kurisu Makase. The news had been saying for days that the heat island effect might make this the hottest summer in years. And then on the first Sunday in July, I met with Maho in Akihabara. I was waiting at the open cafe at UPX when Maho arrived. She was a little late.
岡部さん。
久しぶり。
She ordered an iced coffee and took a deep breath.
と言っても、いつもビデオチャットで顔は合わせてるが。
Yeah, that's true.
そうね。あまり久しぶりという感じはしないわ。
Her habit of paying no attention to her clothes or looks hadn't changed in the last 6 months at all. People were going to think she was an elementary school kid who decided to go play at a friend's house. But it would upset her if I said that, so I never
ま
would.
さかこっちに来てるとは思わなかったよ。偶然レスキネン教授と会わなかったら今も知らないままだった。
落ち着いたら連絡するつもりだったのよ。クリスのことで定期的な連絡はいずれにせよしなければならないのだし。
Yeah, I think we need to discuss about Amadeus Kurisu.
今回は新型脳炎の研究だって。
That's exactly what we heard from Leskinen.
レスキネン教授はね。私はその助手という立場だけど、どちらかというとアマデウス担当。
Well, normally I would say that that's a blessing, but from my point of view, yeah.
何か不具合はない？と言っても、これもいつも報告は受けているから、大体の状況は分かっているつもりだけれど。
ああ、特に問題ない。最近はクリスの相手をするのに苦労してるけどな。
Indeed, she's still a handful to deal with. And speak of the AI, I heard a voice from my smartphone which I'd placed on the table.
苦労ってどういう意味？
I left the Amadeus app turned on. Of course, Amadeus Kurisu could hear everything we said.
最初に会った頃よりちょっと口調がきつくなってきてる気がする。
あんたが勝手に私にビビってるだけでしょ？
I think Rintaro actually has quite a few reasons to be afraid of Amadeus Kurisu.
かもな。
But Rintaro jokingly just laughs it aside. It was turning into our old relationship in the Alpha World line, where we'd fought all the time. I was starting to lose track of whether that was a good or bad thing for me. I thought I was trying to forget about Kurisu, and yet everything about Kurisu, even things we never even knew about Kurisu, have started cropping up in this world
キア
line.
ジョーさんは初めて会った時の方が口調はきつかったな。
あれは
Well, that was a misunderstanding on our part.
先輩はきついのよ。なぜかというと、
Yes, I think we do.
年相応に見てもらえないから。
Indeed, that they do. The two of them spoke in unison.
だからついカリカリしちゃうのよ。ある程度親しくなれば容姿のことも言われなくなるでしょ。だから心穏やかに話せるというだけ。
Kurisu and Maho know each other quite well. I guess I was right not to comment on her outfit. That was a close call indeed.
アマデウスの話に戻すけど、クリスの口調がきつくなったというのは面白い兆候だわ。私や教授の前では見せない一面なわけでしょ。
She's normally pretty respectful towards Maho and Leskinen, that's true. Although she does quip every so often with Maho, I think.
それだけ深く心を開いているとも言えるかもしれない。
開いてません。
Maho simply smiled and ignored
そ
her.
うした心の動きをプログラムとして解析できるから、私や教授と話しているだけでは決して見られなかった変化だわ。
Because Rintaro Okabe is the variable, one would think.
それだけで岡部さんにテストを続けてもらった価値もあるというものよ。
そんなものか。
レスキネン教授もその点を高く評価していたわ。
過大評価だと思いますが。
Yeah, something about your attitude, your current
実際
behavior is
私と
bothering
話す
me.
時も文句や愚痴が多いですし、あまり男らしくないというか。
Yeah, let's hear what Amadeus Kurisu has to say about our dear Dr. Leskinen, because if you remember from a previous episode, I myself do not trust him anymore. Well, I knew my personality had gotten a bit negative, especially given what I've been through. But did you really need to say that in front of Maho right now? Oh, Amadeus was talking about Rintaro, not Leskinen. An eye for an eye it is
ち
then.
なみに今まで報告していなかったことがあるんだが、
何かしら。
これはおそらくヒアジョーさんやレスキネン教授も把握していないことだと思う。
待って、あんた何の話をしようとしてるの？
Could it have anything to do with Kurisu
マホ
Makase?
先輩や教授が把握していないことって私についての？
栗ご飯とカメハメハといえばわかるか？
And there we go. Revealing the name of Kurisu Makase's @channel handle. A few weeks ago, I'd actually searched for Kurigohan and Kamehameha on a whim. It was the handle Kurisu used on @channel when she was still alive. An online nickname. It's rare for people to use online nicknames on a board like @channel. If a user does not pick a nickname, they'll simply be displayed as anonymous, which most people are on forums. From what I'd seen, the comments started in the summer of 2008, then abruptly stopped in July of 2010. And then started up again in December of that same year, so It literally seems that Amadeus Kurisu has stepped into the reins, into the shoes of her real-life counterpart. Even now in July 2011 they were still appearing. If it wasn't Kurisu's ghosts, and it wasn't an imposter, then the one who could be writing those posts was...
ちょっと2人だけで話をしましょうか。
Yeah, let's speak with Amadeus Kurisu, shall we?
お前の仕業だったか。
Who would have guessed?
さすがに黙っているのはまずいんじゃないか。
マホ先輩に報告するなんてもっとまずいわよ。
なんで？
Seems like Amadeus Kurisu doesn't want Maho to find out about her at-channeling activities.
私がアートチャンネルを見てることは一言も教えてないから決まってるでしょ。
Which means that the actual Kurisu never told her about that either.
堂々としていればいいじゃないか。アットチャンネルを見るのも書き込むのも別に犯罪じゃないんだし。そうだろ？アットチャンネラークリス。
あんたね、次にその呼び方したらあることないことアットちゃんに書き込んでやるわよ。
So you like to gossip on that channel, do you? Amadeus Kurisu.
一歩手前の行為だろう。
I couldn't help but laugh. Conversations like this brought back so many memories. I used to be so full of myself that I'd tick off Kurisu all the time.
ねえ、一体何の話？
なんでもありません。気にしないでください。海馬からきれいさっぱり今日の記憶を葬り去ってください。
隠していたっていつかはバレるぞ。
あんたはいいから黙りなさい。
Oh, it's the truth.
やっぱりあなたたち半年前よりずっと仲良くなっているわね。
あ、先輩、すみません。
And now Amadeus Kurisu is trying to apologize profusely to Maho.
どうして謝るの？
いえ、せっかく岡部と真帆先輩久々に会ったのに私ばかり話してしまって。
Or maybe, yeah, we're back
という
to
わけで、
we're back to
あ
this
とはお
again.
二人でごゆっくりどうぞ。
別にそんなつもりで言ったんじゃないわよ。
I actually wonder how the Alpha World line Kurisu would feel about the situation between Maho and
それ
Rintaro.
これも岡部が変なことを言い出したせいね。
そうなのか。栗ご飯とカメハメハ。
お願いだから言わないで。
Alas, poor Amadeus Kurisu. Just like the real Kurisu, she was strangely obsessed with hiding the fact that she was an at-channeler.
ちょっと頭を冷やしたいので一度切りますね。失礼します。
And disconnected. Amadeus Kurisu disappeared from the screen. Amadeus Kurisu had been kind of rude lately, so it felt good to have a chance to get back at her. If I overdid it, she was probably going to hold a grudge, so this was likely a good place to stop.
栗ご飯って何なのよ？
どうしても知り
Just
た
a
かったら
username.
クリスに聞いてくれ。
I'm sure she'll tell you everything. If I explained it, she'd probably get mad and refuse to talk to me again.
それで今回はどれぐらいの間こっちに滞在することになりそうなんだ？
前よりも長くなるかもしれないわね。 レスキネン教授が研究している新型脳炎は未だに詳しいことがほとんど分かっていないようだから。
I can tell you one thing, it's not encephalitis.
もしかしたら私だけ先に帰らされる可能性もあるけど。
時間があったらラボにも顔を出してみるといい。ダルやマユリもきっと喜ぶはずだ。
マユリさんはともかく橋田さんはどうかしら。
Yeah, better keep your distance from Daru. Maho was finally starting to understand Daru's true nature. Speaking of which, he should be on a date with Yuki Amane right about now.
ちなみにクリスのノート PC はその後どうしたの？
Yeah,
あれは
about that.
破棄したよ。それが
Probably for the best.
一番いい判断だったんだ。前にそう話しただろう。
ええ、そうね。
Of course, yeah, Rintaro didn't want anyone else getting their hands on the information that was concealed on Kurisu's laptop and hard drive. She looked down, a sad expression on her face. I told her I was going to do it ahead of time, but it still must have upset her to see one of the last things she had to remember Kurisu by destroyed. And she is somewhat disappointed, and now we're back with Suzuha again. About half of the seats at Go-Go Curry were full. It was Sunday, but it was also 2 p.m, so the lunchtime rush was over. Suzuha was sitting at the restaurant's far edge, a baseball cap pulled down over her face. She was hiding her face with the cap and carefully watching a couple nearby. And two guesses as to who those two are. One is Daru, and the other is most likely Yuki. But that will be in the next episode. So when we return, adventurers, we shall see how this turn of events unfolds. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.